The shift into traditional old style SF, I suppose we should say now. Yes, I had a lot of fun writing that, but I think it's done with now. I think I've dealt with that. I think I shall be moving on to other kind of tropes for the next few books. I won't be doing that kind of planetary romance again. It's not saying I'll never go back to it, but not for the foreseeable future. I'm delighted with it. People refer to the golden age of SF of being 40s and 50s. And I'm sure it was, but if you read the stories there is no characterization. It's just how people get into and out of a problem. There's nothing there about people, which was fine for that kind of era. You have to root a story in people. You have to explain it through characters nowadays. You can still get in those ideas, don't get me wrong, but it's how it relates to people, how it relates to society, as we said. That's the important thing, certainly for me. So yes, it's growing up brilliantly, as far as I'm concerned. I will miss Gore, who I had great fun writing, mainly because he's so not me. He says what he wants to say without any fear. He has opinions that I shudder about. He was just brilliant to write. The mainstream media is always going to be a problem for SF, I feel, because we are classified as not quite mainstream. It doesn't bother me. I can see it bothering a lot of people. It would be nice to have more attention, of course it would, but for me personally, no, I'm not bothered by it. If they're not interested, then that's their loss rather than ours. Greg Mandel, no. Greg Mandel, we've finished off leaving him on the porch with the sun going down, so I think that's a good place to leave him. I think revisiting that would be a mistake. Night's Dawn universe, I've always said yes to if I can think up of a reasonable plot line. I'm not going to just go back to it for the sake of going back to it. If I know of a story, if I come up with a story that will fit into that universe, then yes, I will. Don't hold your breath. Next for me is a collection of short stories called Manhattan in Reverse, which is going to be published next year. The next thing I'm writing is actually Great North Road, which is a standalone novel in a completely fresh and new universe, which is always great fun to start doing. That will be out in, I think, 2012.